Next question, are multivitamin supplements worth taking? If so, which would you recommend? So I would say for the most part, the studies on multivitamins have been pretty positive as far as they do appear to be beneficial. You have to remember in our day and age, we have lots of foods that are fortified. Our milk is fortified, our salt is fortified, and this is because of mineral and vitamin deficiencies just in our diet. And so, for the most part, we're not getting the complete set of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, phenols, polyphenols that we need just from our diet. And so, supplementing with a good multivitamin, I think, is a good idea. Now, multivitamins range in quality and price. As far as quality, there are a few brands that I recommend. I really like Thorne because they're NSF certified, which means they have third-party testing. Athletes can take it, and so I really like the Thorne products as far as multivitamins go. And that's my general recommendation. What's up next? Why take supplements or green powders if my levels are optimal and I'm functioning well? In other words, is a balanced diet sufficient? So it depends. Why is that always my answer? It depends because humans are complicated and individual. And if all of your levels are completely optimal. Now, I don't remember the name of the gentleman. There's a gentleman who's kind of optimizing his body and his longevity. Michael something. He's on YouTube, PhD, trying to live forever, or die trying is kind of his saying. And he measures every micronutrient and macronutrient going into his body. And for the most part, doesn't use a lot of supplements and does a great job of that with diet. So if you want to measure every single micronutrient and then check blood markers on everything, then you're probably good to go and you don't need many supplements. Now, he even takes some supplements. So a balanced diet, I don't know what you mean by a balanced diet. And I don't know very many people who eat a great diet. A great diet to me really looks like lots of vegetables, lots of fruit, and lots of protein, and making sure that you have everything you need for all of your cells to function at their optimal level. And so, is a balanced diet sufficient? Probably not the definition that you're using for a balanced diet. But if you are tracking everything very closely and you have a doctor or you've educated yourself on all the different labs that you should be checking and that you need to check and what are optimal levels there, then you can go ahead and do that. And you could probably get there, but you'd have to be super fastidious about what you're taking, what you're eating, and what you're tracking. So I think that's very difficult for most people. So I think most people probably need a multivitamin. Now, green powder is what actually said, why take supplements or green powders? And supplements is such a broad category. When you say why take supplements, there's so many different supplements. Most of them you probably don't need to take. Some of them I think are super high value. Green powders, I've got kind of mixed take on green powders. I think if you're kind of nailing everything else and you're taking good multivitamin, I don't think green powders replace a good multivitamin, honestly. I think green powders are great. And some of the mixes are super interesting with, rhodiola in there and ashwagandha in there and other interesting adaptogenic or adaptogen type herbs and shrubs. But I don't know that green powders are the magic elixir that many people think. I think a good multivitamin is probably just as good.